Hello, welcome to this video mini lesson introduction to discussion boards. So, when you log into Blackboard and go into our course, the first thing that you see, as you know, is our announcements. To get to the discussion board, you can go directly through this left-hand navigation column to the discussions by clicking on this discussions link. Now, you can also get to it from other places in the course through special links that I've embedded at the appropriate place in modules. So sometimes you can get to the discussion board in modules, and you can always get to it through this discussions link. So if you click on that, what you'll see is any forums that have been posted. And a forum is kind of like a dialogue or a conversation. So this first forum, which I created, is called About Me. And as you can see, you have the ability to create forums as well by clicking on this Create Forums link here. So this form About Me has this description or set of instructions to it. And as you can see, there have been 5 posts to this forum thus far, 3 of which I have not read, for a total of 5 participants. So let's say that I want to go in and read the threads that have been posted so far. So threads are going to be responses to the forum post, okay? So this entire environment is called a discussion board. And within the discussion board, there are forums, which are conversations. And then within forums, there are threads, which are people's responses to the forum prompt, okay? So I'll go into my own here. So you can click on a thread to read it. And here is my response. And as you can see, you can post pictures, video, audio clips, pretty much anything as part of your thread post. Now, let's say, for example, that I wanted to reply to this post, which it would be a little bit weird because it's my own post, but I could. And so you can see here, you see RE, which means regarding, and then the subject line is automatically populated with the thread's title. You can change that if you're looking for a good time. So I can, put whatever brilliant response I want to here. And as you can see, I can link to a document, I can insert a graphic or image, I can insert video. I could also record myself using my webcam making some kind of reply. So, feel free to get creative here when you respond to folks. You can also add some sort of little emoticon. Ooh, that one looks a little bit shady. We'll put that one in there. And then when you are ready, you go ahead and click submit. You can also save your reply as a draft if you want. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this, but I think you get the idea there. Now, this is one of our whole class forums. So let me come back here just for a second so that to this forum About Me. And notice how at the top, near the top of my Blackboard view pane, I can see this sort of what are called breadcrumbs. So I started by going to discussion board, and from discussion board I went to the forum called About Me, and here are all the different threads to it. So you can see other folks in the class who have responded, and some of them have attached pictures to their thread posts as well. Now I'm going to come back here to discussion board, and that's going to list for me all of the forums that have been posted so far. So we were just in this forum called About Me. The other forum that's been posted thus far is called All Things Technology, and I posted this one as well. And you can see the directions for this. In this forum, make posts about tech issues, tech solutions, tech questions, tech ideas, tech anything. So if I wanted to respond to this, I could go into this particular forum. Oh, and here's something that's very important. If you are like me and you don't want to have to keep logging into Blackboard and going into the discussion board to see who's written what, you can click this handy dandy subscribe button, and what that allows you to do is any posts made to that forum will automatically be emailed to you. Right now there aren't any, so let me create a thread here. So I'm creating a response to the forum post, or excuse me, or the forum prompt, which is in this forum, make posts about any tech, whatever. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, what's a good techie thing that we could write about here? Okay, I'll tell you something that's making me crazy. So that is the subject line for my thread post. And as you can see, this environment looks a lot like your email environment. So I could write about how when I was creating all of those video mini lessons for this particular module, it was making me crazy because I was embedding them into the module and it looked like it was doing that successfully, and then I went back to check it and none of them were showing up, and that made me just about crazy. Okay, so if I wanted to, I could go ahead and post this, and hopefully you guys would all commiserate with me and feel sympathy for me. And then if you wanted to, someone could actually reply and maybe tell me like what I was doing wrong. Here's what you're doing wrong, da 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 da. Or I could say you clearly need some counseling or whatever. Counseling, yes. And then I could go ahead and, if I'm looking for a good time, save that. I could also, maybe attach some directions for how the thread author could fix her video mini lesson issue or whatever. Now, as you can see here, this is a bunch of gobbledygook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and delete it, and I can delete this because I posted it myself. So you can't go deleting other people's posts, but you can delete your own, or you can edit your own as well. I have given you those quote unquote rights or privileges within the Blackboard environment. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those. But I think that you get the idea here that this is the place where we can talk about our technology successes and challenges, and hopefully help one another solve them, or at least kind of work around them. That's the idea behind this particular forum. Now, each of you, as you know, is being put into a group, one of these groups here. And within each of these groups, you also have group tools, including a group discussion board. So when you are doing some of your learner response activities that require you to do a discussion board activity, then you are going to do that discussion board activity within your group. So you will create a forum within your group, not using this general discussions button here in the left-hand navigation column, but rather you will go down into your group and then go into the discussion board within your particular group. And let me just show you what that looks like again. So I go into my group, and then if I want, I can go into my group discussion board like that. And it should pop up. I can go ahead and create a form, and in all of what this looks like in here is exactly what I was just showing you for the whole class discussion board. Okay, so I think that just about wraps up this particular video mini lesson, but as always, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.